Are you tired of losing contracts to the lowest bidder? Are you relying on expensive lead services just to get undercut again? Have you ever underbid your service so badly that the job actually cost you money? Hi, I'm Chris Ferrone. I'm a roofing contractor here in New York, and not long ago I was in the same painful position, accepting cheap contracts just to keep my crew working and losing my shirt in the process. I felt helpless watching my business hit a wall while ragtag crews with little to no experience or integrity kept dragging prices down. Meanwhile, the customers see the quality of work dropping lower and lower as the cheapest contractors take each other out at the knees to undercut the job. I spent years pulling my hair out over this, as you can see. But then everything changed, literally overnight, after I made one tiny tweak to the way I bid jobs. This one small change shows the customer that I'm in a different class than those other guys, and better yet, it educates the prospect on why the cheapest bid is usually not the smartest choice. The first time I saw the power of this, I landed the contract at a price 30% higher than the next bidder, and the job eventually expanded to bill over $200,000. I now have an almost unfair advantage over the competition because after seeing my proposals, the customer usually don't even seek a second bid. So what is this tiny tweak? I'm going to show you. But first, you need to know why it works so well. Otherwise, it's like putting a helmet on a skeleton. Sort of pointless. See, what I discovered is that it's not enough just to tell your prospect that they're better off using you with all your experience and integrity over a guy who's so green he's still wearing his Fisher-Price tool belt. You've got to show them. And the way to do that is with a custom contractors report, a report that spells out in sharp visual detail exactly what kind of work your prospect needs done, why it needs to be done, and a full breakdown of the estimate. Here's why this is so important. When you walk your prospect through the report and educate them about the job, they stop seeing you as just another contractor and begin seeing you as a friend who is an authority on the subject. And by nature, people put trust in the person who shows the most authority. Think about how much you trust a doctor when you're injured. You don't question advice from the person in the white coat. You just do what they say and get better. Handing a prospect this report is like you putting on a coat of authority and instantly gaining the trust you deserve. So let me show you how easy it is to make one of these reports. Choose one of our professional, pre-made template designs. Upload your image into the report with a click of a button. Add some text to describe the problem and your proposed solution. Add arrows to draw direct attention and define these areas precisely. Then download your report with a tick and a click. Simple, fast, effective. Now, I'm not a real technical guy, and when I was making these reports by hand, they took me up to 3 hours each. And to pay someone else to do them cost me between $50 and $100 per report. That wasn't going to cut it. I needed something fast, cheap, and so easy that my 6-year-old daughter could use. So I paid a smart computer nerd to build this program for me. Now the reports only take as little as 5 minutes to make. So now that you've seen how easy the software makes it for you to get your own unfair advantage with prospects, let's talk about the price. I'm a contractor just like you, out there in the trenches bidding every day, and I know what you're up against. So even though the Contractors Report System justifies itself at $100 or more, because that's what it was costing me to have these reports made, and it saves hours of work doing it by hand, I made it my goal to keep the price so low that any contractor who understands the power of these authority-generating reports could access without thinking twice. That's why for a short time, you can get full access to the software, all the helpful tutorials, plus my monthly newsletter called Bare Knuckle Bids Report, where I give you my practical step-by-step tactics for closing more bids and closing higher bids to the best kinds of prospects. You're getting it all for just $4.95 for a full week of access. After that, it's $47 per month. If you love it, stick around. If you don't, send me one email to cancel. You'll never pay another dime. Remember, I'm not a marketing company. I'm Chris Ferrone. I'm a contractor who can help you make more money, a lot more money. And the last thing I'll ever do is cost you money. So if you're willing to invest less than the cost of a foot-long sandwich to stop losing jobs to those low rent bidders and get the price and respect you deserve, then click the button marked Let Me In, and I'll see you on the inside.